I think we were feeling it. It was quite a clinic out there. The guys threw the rock great. I think we got a good handle on the ice early, which led to some great results on a bunch of shots, and happy to get our first win here.
Yeah, I think there's some adjustments, as you said, probably physically more than anything, just getting used to sweeping, getting the hips loosened up, that type of thing. But I think that's, I think we all just felt very grateful to be out there, to have the opportunity to play with one another again without masks, and to see smiles on each other's faces and just enjoy it for what it is right now. Where, gratitude's our name of the week for us, and all the other challenges are kind of, they're there, but we're just so happy to be out there that we don't really feel that much other than just excitement to be out there. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, well, I said on the ice, I looked over and I said, I can't believe Wayne Middaugh is playing in another bracket. That was my reaction. That's literally what I said. But it's great to see him out there. Obviously, the guy's a legend. We all grew up watching him, idolizing him. Loved, how he approached the game. I always loved the emotion that Wayne brought to the game, and he could throw it hard, he could draw, he could do it all, right? So it's great to see him out there. But having said that, you can bet your butt that we want to smoke those guys. Should be a great game.
Mark, do you have a thought?
Yeah, just an absolute legend. And you look at him out there and it puts a smile on your face to know that he's back playing the game he loves. I think that was a pretty devastating injury for him. And, I read his article, and just the love he found in the game with coaching and his team. And it's just wonderful to see him out here. He's a big reason a lot of us loved watching curling growing up, loved his emotion and his energy and how great he was. So just awesome to see him. Hopefully he misses a couple against us though.
Well, it's amazing that my friend to my left here is healthy and okay. That's the only reason I'm playing, is because he's not 100% healthy, but he's doing better than he should be. So that's the reason I'm here playing. It's awesome. It's unbelievable. It's you played your whole life as a kid to get to play in the Brier, and here I am. I don't know how I got here, but here I am.
Well, actually, I'm feeling great. Thanks very much. I'm very fortunate. I had a pretty serious accident, and I'm here. I'm breathing. I'm standing. I'm obviously I'm not curling, which is completely fine. I'm at peace with that. Just the fact that I'm okay is crucial. But to have my buddy Wayner out here, his career was cut short a little bit 5 years ago when he kind of decimated his leg. And we curl Tuesday nights at home, but it's so cool. I think I was more excited about him coming out to play than he was. And as you can see, he threw a hell of a game tonight, and really, really happy for him to be out here playing, and obviously thankful for him to kind of come into our team. And when this happened and it looked like I wasn't going to be able to play, all four of us said, Wayne Middaugh's our guy. And it was just a matter of him saying yes. And he quickly said yes, and he's in game shape, believe me.
For sure we're the underdog. You look around, there's the top 8 teams in the country are here, but Glenn's put in a lot of work with this team of the boys to make sure that he's right behind them. And if somebody makes a stumble along the way, hopefully we can pick up the slack, and a little bit of our experience will pay off. But you know what? It sort of feels like Bernard Langer playing on the regular tour. Yeah, it felt great to be able to make that shot, but I'm not going to lie to you. I practiced that shot 100 times over just for that situation. And I was happy that, the boys judged it perfectly and the rock stopped in the right spot.
Yeah, and all kidding aside, that was Wayne's big test. I think, he threw a bunch, he played so well to that point, and that's the first test. And it was literally, you could see when he let it go, the boys loved it. They dusted it, cleaned it, swept it perfectly. And Wayne made that out of his hand, and that's what Wayne does. And again, that's why we brought him here. He's going to make those shots, and he's made that shot 1,000 times. And guys, this is the difference between Wayne Middaugh and anybody else. He hasn't been playing a competitive game in 5 years, and yet he goes out there and draws to the 4 foot when he needs to. And boys, that's what we expected, and that's what we got from him today.
The first couple of years, I didn't miss it. I didn't realize I missed it. And then I got involved with Team Hasselberg, and they really rejuvenated my excitement for the game back again. I, got to come to some slams with them, a European championship, a world championship. And I'm like, this is what I do. This is who I am. I'm a curler. And you know what, it was great. I was excited to play again. And Glenn, unfortunately or fortunately, dropped that opportunity in my lap. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't ecstatic to get the opportunity to play again. It was over 2 years. And Glenn saw, probably he was there for the first, and it was very unique. I slid with like a crutch thing, and I had it in front of me and the rock over here like this. And it was pretty unique for the first while. And it just, the leg kept getting stronger, but the whole thing, like I said, I went from, a month in bed to 3 months in a wheelchair to crutches to, a year and a half of physiotherapy, and all that stuff paid off right now, and it's showing that I can come out here and play. So I have to thank a lot of good doctors, a lot of good physio people, and of course my family who stood behind me, my kids and my wife, parents. Unbelievable what they did for me.
Yeah, I think for us, typically a busier season, we don't really have a lot of time to prepare for the Brier, less necessarily. We come off our tankard, and usually 3 weeks later we're at the Brier, and the ice usually in our province is a little straighter, so we prepare for that to be able to just make an appearance here. But this year we were able to get some ice makers that were able to just focus on this event rather than getting us through our tankard. So I think that helped us a lot. We were able to prepare to come here probably almost 2 months. Well, the way we traditionally come in here is that we're preparing a little bit on straighter ice all year, and then this is our first time to see it. And it usually takes us a few games to adjust. And I think those, like I said, 2 months, be able to just prepare for this Brier ice kind of helps us out. And I actually felt pretty confident going into that game. John and I did a good job the last couple of days getting to know each other and watching how people throw. So I came into this game a lot more confident than I normally would.
I don't know about super spare. I was really surprised and thankful to get the call. I mean, we obviously didn't have a great year last year, and it looked like we weren't going to be playing in the Brier, so I had no expectations. I thought I'd be watching the game from home on my couch. So thrilled to get the call. And these guys have been great the whole time. We had a few Zoom calls before we came here, and we talked through different scenarios, and I got to know the guys, and I played against them a bunch, and I know them a fair bit. All good guys. So far it seems like it's been a great fit, and I'm really excited to be here. Yeah,
I've been on the podium a couple of times in Calgary, so that's always a good sign. It doesn't really feel like I won't be getting a chance to go out and see the sites like normal and take in some local establishments that I'm pretty familiar with, but this is fine too. It's kind of a nice relaxing. We can focus on curling, and that's 100% it, which is great. Well, I think we needed that start. You got to beat a few of those guys if you want to make that championship pool, which is kind of our goal. And getting that right off the bat is a good step forward. Now, obviously, we can't follow that up with anything but more wins, but we feel like we put ourselves in a good position. That's for sure.
No, that was pretty fortunate for us. One of the best players in the world missed a shot for us, and we took advantage. We played a really great game, and there's a couple ends we kind of could have had more. So it's the first game of an event, but overall the play was pretty good.
I think it was a tricky spot he had to throw in, and maybe just a little too cautious, but totally unexpected from uncharacteristic. It's just so good. It was good. Waz and I have decks beside each other and didn't really meet each other before this spiel. So we were doing 2-a-day sessions out in the deck, kind of asking all the routine questions, trying to get to know each other. And it's been really good. I think he's a perfect fit, and I'm excited with the group of guys we got. Waving from balcony. Hi, Matt. I'm Adam. We wore name tags the first couple of days, just feeling each other out. Yeah, it's like been fortunate in the island. There was a few weeks where I couldn't practice. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't thrown at a broom or had anybody sweep any of my rocks other than myself, but I've gotten to practice more than years past, but for sure, just from not being on the road, it's kind of, I was able to get out 6 days a week and kind of get on some pretty good ice actually. So it was just from my perspective, it was just really fortunate year that in the East Coast and specifically on the island that we've been able to kind of maybe not completely COVID free, but very, very minimal, and a couple of restrictions come up really quick, and then the cases go back down, and then everything opens back up. So we've just been really fortunate.
Yeah, the whole group was pretty good. I mean, I'm sure I was the worst, but I'll take it. If we win, I don't care. No, but yeah, Matt played fantastic too. Like, kind of got it set up most ends, and for him, he hasn't played in one of these big events on his regular team, if you can call it that, in a while. So it's pretty cool to see him pick up where he left off and just be a dominant player. Yeah, I think we're pretty confident. I mean, no, I mean, this is what we love to do, and we're just so excited that we're getting to do it. Like, it thought 6 months ago, it looked like this season was all going to be not happening, and to get to come out here and play against the best people on national TV, you know, you can't beat that. It's so fun. So I'm not surprised that you know, we played well, and you know, maybe we got a little fortunate, but hopefully we can keep this rolling.
Yeah, it's really like fantastic start. Like, it's a long week, and with 3 teams making the playoffs, you can only afford so many losses, and to pick up a win against the top 3 or 4 team in the world and draw one is just a fantastic start, and hopefully get the gears. I think everybody felt pretty comfortable out there and figuring out the ice, and just such a good start to grow on and build on.
I think in the men's game right now, I mean, it's up to the non-hammer team to throw center guard, and you know, the first couple ends, I get it. So we're all on minimal practice, minimal training. So, you know, we were trying to, I guess they were trying to keep it simple, and we were more than happy to, we were to blank 9 ends and played 10. Like, so, and I think in 3, they tried to throw center and it just didn't work out. So, you know, the action kind of started in 4, but I think that's not shocking the first draw, but by draw 2 or 3, you're not going to see things like that happening, I don't think. A lot more relaxed, but I mean, I think that's a lot to do with, you know, the guys surrounding me just having so much experience, and just the massive amount of joy to get to be here and play. Honestly, like, I'm just so excited to get to do what I love, and it's going to be hard for me to be too down at any point this week.